Okay, I'm ready.
SNL is still going strong after 44 seasons and counting. Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 funniest sketches from Saturday Night Live season 44.
Next, we got Swole Grimace. It's Thanos.
For this list, we're looking at the funniest sketches from the 44th season of Saturday Night Live. That means anything that aired as part of the live SNL broadcast during the 2018-2019 season is fair game, including pre-recorded sketches and weekend update bits. However, monologues will be excluded, as those could warrant a list of their own. Additionally, we won't be including bits that were cut for time, such as college admissions featuring Sandra Oh.
Now, I've just shaved my beard, so this is more of a kind of prepubescent Jon Snow.
Number 10, The Impossible Hulk.
What the hell?
For all intents and purposes, actor Idris Elba seems like a pretty chill dude. Perhaps that's why the SNL writers' room decided to turn him into the scariest thing a retail worker can possibly imagine, an emboldened white lady. In this hilarious sketch, Elba plays Dr. Bruce Banner, except instead of turning into a giant green rage monster whenever he gets angry, he turns into a seriously aggressed upon Cecily Strong.
I told you, sir, the store policy is...
No, you're being aggressive. I'm calling the police.
For what?
911, what's your emergency? Yes, hello, yes.
Short and sweet, the Impossible Hulk sees Elba dealing with a number of stressful situations, only for his alter ego to swoop in, freak out, and call the cops. Who'd have thought that Mark Ruffalo would lose his job to Heimdall and a female SNL vet?
Let go of my arm.
Man, ain't nobody touching your arm.
What's your name? I need everybody's name in there.
Okay, dude, calm down.
I need your manager now.
This is an apartment.
Number 9, What's That Name? Whenever former Saturday Night Live writer John Mulaney returns to host SNL, it is must-see TV. Need proof? Just check out this hilarious sketch featuring Mulaney, Bill Hader, and Cecily Strong. Mulaney plays a contestant on a game show called What's That Name?, where the rules are simple. We show you a person, you tell us their name. Mulaney aces the first challenge, but fails hilariously when Hader asks him for the name of his best friend's girlfriend.
Doesn't seem like you know her name.
Of course I do, of course I do. It's Missy.
Audience!
Watching Hader delight in his misery gets us every time. Mulaney impressed further in the Cha-Cha Slide sketch, where he plays a wedding date concerned that he won't know anyone. The laughs come in waves, as Mulaney turns out to be pretty comfortable dancing and mingling with his fellow wedding-goers.
Now shoot them dice. Now roll them sevens. Ta-ta now, y'all.
Number 8, First Impression. Meeting your significant other's parents can be stressful, causing some people to overcompensate in the charm department. Well, in this hilarious sketch, a nervous boyfriend, played by Beck Bennett, takes things to a whole new level, though we're not sure if charming is the best way to describe his bizarre antics.
No, he's never done this before.
Bet you can't find me.
Oh, I bet I can.
When the parents in question arrive, played by host Jason Momoa and Heidi Gardner, they're surprised that their daughter's new beau wants them to come find him.
What took you so long? Help me, I'm stuck!
Michael, where are your clothes?
I couldn't fit back here with that new shirt on!
What follows is a surreal game of cat and mouse that culminates with Momoa pulling a half-naked and greased-up Bennett out from behind a TV stand.
Now let me see how handsome you are. Yeah, that's very nice. Good.
If you enjoy absurdist humor, this skit is for you. Number 7, R. Kelly Cold Open. In this sketch, Saturday Night Live's longest tenured cast member Kenan Thompson delivers a hilarious spoof of R. Kelly's infamous 2019 interview with Gayle King.
I'm here to remove all the doubt, okay? My lawyer was telling me no, but my ego was telling me yes.
Kelly sat down with the CBS News anchor to discuss the numerous allegations of sexual abuse against minors that had cropped up following the release of the tell-all documentary series Surviving R. Kelly.
And that I started a what's the word? Starts with a Q.
You mean cult?
Yeah, that's it.
The sketch, which features Leslie Jones as Gayle King, is a side-splitting journey into the interview's most ridiculous moments, from Kelly not knowing what a cult is, to the moment he stands up and bangs his own chest in anger.
And now I humbly await your decision, Miss Gayle King.
What? My name is Gayle King with a G.
Thompson thrives on playing flawed, over-the-top individuals. Steve Harvey, anyone? And he absolutely crushes this sketch from start to finish. Number 6, House Hunters.
What about the invisible house with the cat on the roof?
In this bit, host Liev Schreiber and SNL regular Leslie Jones play a couple searching for their dream home in a hilarious parody of the long-running HGTV show House Hunters. As they sip wine and evaluate one ridiculous home after another, one can't help but admire the creativity of Saturday Night Live's writers, who managed to come up with a slew of insane in-home features.
But the floor was vertical, remember? We kept shooting straight down.
It did have that soaking tub.
But it was filled with magician.
From a toilet on the ceiling to a fenced-in yard perfect for Schreiber's adult sister to run around in, the laughs start early and don't stop until the screen cuts to black. The best part? Schreiber's man cave.
What about your man cave? There's no room.
I can't have the cave, I'll just keep the man in the basement.
Now that's what we call comedic payoff. Number 5, The Actress.
All I had were clues, pieces of the puzzle of this woman's life. 2 pairs of loose sweatpants, a single Ugg boot, a couple of batteries, and some happy 2017 glasses.
With an Oscar-winning actress at their disposal, the SNL writers' room dug deep and came up with one of season 44's funniest and most delightfully unexpected sketches. In it, Emma Stone plays an actress on her way to film a scene in a gay adult film, where she plays the wife who gets cheated on.
Is that my godson?
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Go put on whatever you want from the woman, Ben. You'll get your meal voucher after we wrap.
Thank you. Oh, lube.
Upon arriving, she struggles to get into character, thrown off by the director's laissez-faire attitude and an abundance of lube that's seemingly everywhere. Stone nails the role of an actor taking their character way too seriously, ad-libbing lines, and giving them a rich backstory, despite the director's insistence that the character, quote, exists only to be cheated on.
Perhaps I'll get some flowers to brighten up the place. The house could use some color, no? If you need me, you can reach me on my cell phone.
Got it. I just say what's in the script.
Oh, I was just trying to access Deirdre.
There's nothing to her. People are just gonna scroll past you so they can get off.
Leave it to Emma Stone to make us care for a character so utterly meaningless. Number 4, Romano Tours. Adam Sandler's long-awaited return to Saturday Night Live had no shortage of laugh-out-loud moments and nostalgic callbacks, from the return of Sandler's iconic Weekend Update character Opperman, who still has a penchant for singing about the week's top headlines,
So very long since I've been around, 24 years and 24 pounds.
to the introduction of new characters like Joe Romano. In Romano Tours, Sandler plays an apathetic tour company owner who wants to remind people that just because they book a trip to Italy does not mean they'll instantly find happiness there.
If you're sad now, you might still feel sad there, okay?
He goes on to point out that while Romano Tours can take you to the Italian Riviera, it can make you feel comfortable in a bathing suit. Through it all, Sandler's disenchanted guide continues to temper expectations, all with hilarious results.
If you are sad where you are, and then you get on a plane to Italy, to you in Italy will be the same sad you from before.
Number 3, Weezer Holiday Dinner Party. The premise of this bit is simple. A group of neighbors are having a dinner party when suddenly a Weezer song pits 2 diehard fans against each other.
Real Weezer fans know that they haven't had a good album since Pinkerton in '96.
Oh, wow. Uh-oh. Looks like we have a purist in the house. All right.
Host Matt Damon and Leslie Jones play the aforementioned Weezer heads, with the former adhering to the belief that the band is still good, and the latter firmly entrenched in the school of thought that the band has not had a good album since the 90s.
They've been trash since 2001, son.
Well, if you think that, you're not going to like what I'm about to say.
Well then, please don't say it.
Despite the pleas of their fellow dinner guests, Damon and Jones's characters go completely off the rails in their spirited debate over whether or not the band is still good.
Weezer didn't start until Scott Schreiner got there.
Oh, you trying to die.
While their wives and husbands are perplexed, viewers can't help but laugh at the casual threats of violence doled out by the 2 Weezer files. Number 2, Career Day. Adam Driver kicked off the 44th season of Saturday Night Live with a handful of hilarious sketches that demonstrated why he's one of Hollywood's most versatile actors. However, you would be hard-pressed to find a performance as outrageous as the one he delivers in the sketch titled Career Day.
For 82 years, I've been an oil man, a baron, some have called me. Now, what does an oil baron do? The answer? Crush your enemies!
In it, Driver plays Abraham H. Parnassus, a ruthless oil baron who visits his son's high school on career day to extol the virtues of his trade and verbally abuse his child.
My bones never hardened, but my spirit did. Be strong and crush your enemies!
Well, this has been outstanding, Mr. Parnassus.
While some would argue that Kylo Ren is the evilest character Driver's played, we think Abraham H. Parnassus would give the Star Wars baddie a serious run for his money.
I want to be you when I grow up.
And so you shall!
Personally, I was very partial to the Weezer sketch in season 44 since I've actually had that same argument before. And if you guys have been paying attention, you know that I love John Mulaney, so I am very glad he got some recognition on this list. You think there's any possible way we'll be seeing more of my favorite things at number 1? Let's sift through the honorable mentions and then we'll see.
The only thoughts that calm my mind are ones of you, my love. Your adoring husband, James.
James. Sounds dreadful. Love, Margaret.
LSD helps me LSC all these wonderful films. Now let's talk Dumbo. With big ears and an even bigger heart, Dumbo is a terrifying journey through hell.
I'm sorry, just to be absolutely clear, this 47-year-old woman with the broken arm and a can of Four Loko will be my girlfriend in 10 years?
Yeah, so cheer up, because the future's looking pretty bright.
What's going on there, Jimmy?
Well, ma'am. Yeah, you see, I believe my cake is such an abomination that it has maybe come to life.
Please destroy me.
Back and forth.
Back and forth.
6 to 12.
6 to 12.
No stop.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Bodega Bathroom.
Make a wish. Hold your breath. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of zero sanitation.
John Mulaney has blown up since leaving SNL in 2013. He's won a Primetime Emmy for his stand-up work, lent his voice to the 2018 smash hit Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and is one of the stars of the hilarious animated series Big Mouth. And yet, from this moment on, whenever we think of him, our minds will immediately drift to his pitch-perfect performance in Bodega Bathroom, the spiritual successor to Mulaney's Diner Lobster sketch from season 43.
What kind of creep would let a bathroom get like this?
I did!
In it, Mulaney plays a bodega owner who fancies himself an urban Willy Wonka, except instead of a candy factory, he runs a filthy bodega filled with cockroaches, Oompa Loompa-type creatures, and a singing toilet. With multiple musical number parodies, a host who is all in, and even a couple of character breaks, Bodega Bathroom is the SNL musical parody you didn't know you needed.
Your worst day has begun.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.